Hi, I'm Sid, and this is your short intro to Effortless IFS, which is an exploration of how life moves through you, which we know as this ever-present background, like the sky, and then the weather that comes and goes and sometimes obscures the sky. So we explore first the background, and sometimes we call it beingness, isness, the self. And how does that appear for you? Often people know it as love, peace, harmony, sense of fulfillment, connectedness, belonging, okayness. And we just get to know how that appears in each of our systems. And then we contrast that with kind of the thoughts, feelings, and sensations that arise that have a sense of want or lack or need or should. And the first thing we do is we learn to discern more and to support each other in being the sky, the background, the beingness, to find that as a sense of sanctuary. And we do that as just like as children. If you remember how you learned how to ride a bike, it wasn't through someone telling you or reading about it. It was really, it maybe that helped, but it was really getting on the bike and then finding the balance and finding the deviations from the balance. And then, wow, I know balance now. Hey, wow, no hands. That's what we do with this. So we become intimate with the qualities of beingness. And then from there, that's the beingness becomes like an infinite hot tub that's here. And we eventually there's a sense of it's ever present. And then everything that arises, it arises in this and it just gets to soak in it. A sense of a should, a shame, a wrongness, and I want, any sense of lack, any sense of any time that stress and anxiety arises in our system, because it doesn't arise from the beingness, it arises from one of these precious thoughts, feelings, and sensations, which we just label as a part, as a skillful means to be aware of it. And then for those who are looking for healing, it just gets to effortlessly soak in the beingness. And this is what they call spontaneous unburdening. It just relaxes. The contraction just relaxes. And then sometimes we also kind of listen for and hear what is really longed for. I might ask you right now, what is it that you want? What is it that you truly long for? And at first it might be $1 million, a new car, a perfect relationship, my hair, and yet serious, all of that, right? And all that comes. But then when we listen closer, we listen deeper, we're like, yes, and you can hear what we're really longing for is mostly qualities of this beingness, like okayness, peace, safety, flow, being heard, being seen, acceptance, belonging, connection. And then we start to notice where that's here. And so this is our play in Effortless IFS, which is diminishing suffering in our system, getting to know how beingness appears, resting, abiding more in this that has no lack and has no resistance. That's the sense of fulfillment that's here. And most importantly, celebrating everything that arises in us. It's like seeing the innocence of everything that arises in our human experience, all of these thoughts, feelings, and sensations that we call parts. And as that starts to happen, it's quite nice. And I won't say more about that in this video, but please come play with us. Uh, I have we there's a group of us doing this. There are a lot of us doing this. IFS is a global movement, but this effortless IFS, this what does it look like from beingness? And there's an intention just to share it and explore it together and develop this together. And so I do 3 to 5 kind of no cost groups a week, and just please come play with us and get a taste of it on the Learn More page on my website. I have like dozens of videos of the groups where you can get a sense of it in different levels of the groups. And also on my Facebook page, Effortless IFS is really essentially 10 tipping points, which I have a video for each one and text describing it in 3 views. And so it's very simple, but it aspires to encompass much of this, the journey and the opening that I've kind of observed in facilitating hundreds of people as well as in my own system. And I forgot if I said this. this is the funnest part. We want it to, how can this be light? How can this whole journey be kind of a lightness to it? Not work, but we use the word effortless, right? Because there is really no doing here. It's a being, this awareness practice. And so from the very beginning, there's been an aspiration to find how this could be more like how I learned sports as a kid. I love sports, how we learn sports, whatever game you like, or games, or cooking, or art, or crafts, or theater, or music. You remember? There was just a lightness of being in it. And then suddenly, wow, I can play the piano. Or wow, I can hit a ball. Or wow, I can kick that ball into the goal. Or it was like it just learned. And then there was an awareness of what was happening around us, the team, the ball, the space, or the kitchen, and it's something just new. And so that's how we do this, where it's we just come together in this beingness and this connectedness, and we kind of celebrate what's here, and we come to you. And lastly, I've also made it fun. With sometimes we do this internal dance party where there's a lot of there's a bit of demand for that one because it's wow, dancing, but dancing where we become aware of this and there's a sense of everything is welcome. What's it like when everything that arises in you is welcome? Well, this is the short intro. And oh, lastly, my favorite thing on my website is I have under resources, a movies page of clips from movies that I have found most helpful in this journey. And with all of this, this is how it's moving through Sid. And what we're interested in is how this life is moving in you. And so you can ignore all the tipping points. We're interested in your tipping points. We're interested in your views. We're interested in the movies that touch you. And that's the celebration. Good to meet you.